Hey guys, I really need to do some training, so I figured I'd make another train with me video because it has been way too long since I have made one of these videos. I am going to be training my new Jorvik Mountain Horse because they did just come out and I honestly love them. And my last train with me video, I was reading bad Star Stable reviews, so we're gonna read some more of those today while we train. Also, I kind of low-key don't know what's going on with my outfit, so just please ignore that. And I am reading the reviews as I'm training, so hopefully I don't fail too much with the races, but no promises. The first review is a 1-star review, and it says, I love Star Stable, but they're asking for too much money because if you want star coins, oh my god, I'm already messing up. If you want star coins, you have to pay money, or you have to pay $6 for 100 star coins, so I think that they should lower the prices. And the horses are priced too high, and there's no way to contact them, and even if you do message them, they never respond. So I'm not hating on Star Stable, I just think they should lower the prices. Honestly, for some of the things, I do think this game is really expensive. I think that the one-time payment for Star Rider, I know it's gone up, but literally everything in the world has gone up in price, so I think it's definitely worth it. And it's better than doing the monthly or weekly subscriptions or whatever. But I do agree that the price of star coins is actually getting kind of crazy. I don't remember the last time I bought star coins. It was probably like 3 years ago maybe. So I do agree with this person that the pricing of star coins, they should lower that a little bit. And then they also did mention that it's hard to contact Star Stable. I do actually agree in some regard because I haven't really had to email the support team, I don't think, or not that I can remember, but even just in their social media, like, they took away a lot of the ability to comment and stuff. I think the only platform that they allow comments on is Instagram right now, but other than that, you can't contact them on social media, so you'd have to email them, and I've heard that their emailing system is not good, and they're not very good at answering people, but like I said, I've never really experienced it before, so I can't say for sure. The next one is another 1-star review, and it says, I played on this game on and off for 10 years. This is one of the better games for horses. If you ignore the fact that they completely ditched the old storyline and are also a complete scam. As a star rider, you get 100 star coins once a week. A hat also conveniently costs 100 star coins. For $31.99, you can buy a single horse with barely any star coins left. They take out old and loved horses from the game, drop their prices to a whopping 300 star coins, and then simultaneously add a new or limited time horse. Okay, I do get this one at the end because they were talking about how they just removed some of the old horses, and it actually makes me really sad that they do that. I do like, and it makes sense that they add discounted pricing for the horses, but I kind of wish that they would leave in all of the old horse breeds just because a lot of people have nostalgia for them and genuinely like them, and I'm one of those people. So if they kept them at a lower price but held them in the game, I think it would be really impactful. This review also mentioned Star Riders get 100 star coins per week, but honestly, I agree with this person that it's great, obviously, that we get free star coins every week. I would never pass up on that, and I don't want them to remove that. I just think 100 is pretty low, just based on the pricing of everything else in the game. Their items and horses in the game cost less, then it wouldn't be as much of an issue, but I think that they really need to level it out. It's kind of the same in real life. If things are going up, then the payments should also be going up for people that are doing their jobs, just so that it evens out a little bit. The same in Star Stable, everything else is going up, and then our weekly allowance is staying the same, which is just not helping anybody. This one actually made me laugh, but this one is another 1-star review, and all it says is, daughter dropped phone waiting for the update and bought star coins on same screen and accidentally ordered coins. Cost us money and Star Stable won't respond to our emails or refund the money. Be careful. This honestly just made me laugh because what do you mean? Like, I get if you're looking at the screen to buy star coins, but like, they don't just automatically charge your card at all. You have to put in that information. There's multiple buttons that you have to press. Star Stable, but like anything. So I don't know what is going on here, but I just don't think that this actually happened. And I don't know, maybe, just maybe, the game isn't giving you a refund because they're like, well, there's no way that that happened, so you clearly bought the star coins, or your daughter bought star coins, so there's nothing they can do about it at that point. Just just a guess though. This next one says, I am deeply disappointed with my experience with Starstable. Not only did they wrongfully deduct money from my account despite not renewing my subscription, but their customer service has been extremely unhelpful. When I reached out to talk about reimbursement, they were unable to link the payment to my email account. They couldn't even correctly type my username or email address as a reference. This lack of accountability and poor communication has left me frustrated and dissatisfied as a customer. I hope they address these issues promptly and improve their customer service to avoid such problems in the future. This is another example of people saying that customer service is just not really that great. And I have to say again, I haven't experienced it, but I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of people saying that it's pretty negative. So in some cases, I'll just have to take their word for it. I don't know about each specific situation. The part where this person said that they deducted money from their bank account because even though they didn't renew their subscriptions, I could be completely wrong about this because I just paid the one-time payment for Star Rider, but I had it in my mind that the subscription was like, it's not a renewal thing. Like, if you don't want it anymore, you would just cancel it, kind of like any other subscription. But maybe it is. Let me know if you decide each week or each month or whatever to pay it again, or if you just keep paying it until you cancel it. Because if it's how I thought, then it makes sense that another payment would come out because you just didn't cancel it. But I don't know. I could be wrong about that as well. The next one is another 1-star review. This one says, oh my gosh, is my game about to crash? It better not, I swear. This one says,
worst game ever.
This game is the worst. My daughter just turned 12, so I let her choose her first video game in her life, and she chose Starstable because all her friends play it. After her free Star Rider ended, she couldn't do anything. She gave up on repairing the bridge because guess what? She has to be a Star Rider. She wanted a third horse, but guess what? She either has to be a Star Rider or has to buy star coins, and the redeem codes don't work. Everything is expensive, and the staff is rude. The game is glitchy, and when she was a free Star Rider, she spent the whole day playing and she won't even play Starstable now. Worst game ever. Also, please Starstable because you do discounts on horses. My daughter has 170 star coins, and she won't buy anything until there is a discount for the 170 on the cheap horses. Please email me and tell me. On one hand, I do understand when people are upset because of the whole Star Rider thing and they can't go past a certain level and do certain things, but it's very normal for a video game to have things that you can do up until a certain level, and it's to create that curiosity and that want to buy the rest of the game so that you can continue. So I'm not faulting Starstable for that at all. I think it's very normal and it makes sense as a company to do that because obviously they want people to be interested in their questing and in the rest of the game, so they give them a little sneak peek, and then obviously these people are invested, and obviously not everyone is in a place to buy this game, whether it's the one-time payment or subscriptions, which is really unfortunate, but it does make sense for the company because if you are interested and you have the money and it's something you want to invest in, it works out. So yeah, it is unfortunate that this girl obviously is not a Star Rider and she felt she couldn't do anything else, so she gave up, because that's understandable, because when you can't get a Star Rider, there isn't really much to do other than if you have a horse, train it, and that's pretty much it. And also the part they do have discounted horses sometimes when they're retiring horses. I'm assuming that since they're at Marley's Barn, I don't know if they are at any other area in the game, so if they're not able to get to Steve's farm or Marley's Barn or whatever, they wouldn't be able to get those horses, because I don't think the discounted retiring horses are located anywhere else, which is pretty sad. This next one is yet again another 1-star review, and it says, pure disappointment. Okay, so I bought the game for my daughter of 12. First it was fun, but turned out after level 5 you need to pay for a subscription or buy it all at once. I bought the game at 1 for her birthday, I'm assuming that means. Since then her grades begin to go downhill. Also, she does not get social and just only sat and played this game and got overweight because she only sat and played this game. She's skipping her horseback riding and fake expensive courses that mean nothing. And for what? An expensive game with no features, zero childhood safety, price increase for absolutely nothing, dumb quests, hungry game, sketchy graphics, still in 2022. So what have you learned from this review is to not buy the game. That is crazy behavior from clearly a parent saying that this game is 100% responsible for their child's behavior of not being social and gaining weight. Like, yes, I do get that if you're obviously sitting inside and you're not doing anything else and you're just playing games, that's gonna affect the child, but as a parent, it's also your job to encourage them to do other things and not let that get out of hand. And I just think blaming the game for that is not the way to go, because there's so many ways around that, especially as a young child. I get that if they're older or an adult, they make their own decisions. There's nothing you can really say or do about that. But as a parent clearly writing this, just don't agree with what they got going on there. The next one is another 1-star review, and it just says horse gone. Deleted Starstable for a bit, re-downloaded it, event horse gone. I searched everywhere but could not find it. I'm assuming the person means when SSO has events, there are certain limited horses that are available for purchase, but obviously once the event is over, you can't get the horse anymore. Makes sense. It is sad because some of the horses are really nice and you want to get them, but either you don't have the money for it at the time, or you're really busy or something and then you miss out on it. Luckily, sometimes the horses do come back in the future, but I do get that it's really sad when they leave. Other than that, if this person bought an event horse and like when they re-downloaded it, it wasn't there, that's a little bit concerning. I would think maybe someone got into your account somehow, or I don't know, did you sell the horse? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm assuming they just mean that the event was gone, so the horses that came with it were gone as well. This last one is a 2-star review, so a little bit better than most of them in this video. This one says, decrease in game quality. I've only been playing Starstable for a year, and I've seen a huge decrease in the quality of the game. The team is focused on pushing out content for money and ignores the feedback of players. This has been a big thing in the Starstable community for a couple of years now, where everyone is very obsessed with the difference there is in the company and their quality. Graphically wise, it does look better now, and the horses are really well done. There is some criticisms and debates about the character model still, but the amount of horses and content like that gets released in comparison to quests and other small details about how the game actually works, there is a big difference there. And the horse, okay, I don't know if people would really understand the comparison I'm about to make, but it kind of goes along with how Marvel is a huge franchise and they were doing really well. Technically, they still make a lot of money now, but they have been more focused on just getting content out instead of making the quality that they used to. Kind of lost what they were going for in the beginning and just making the things that they loved and they wanted it to work and all come together. And now that they know that they can be successful and they can make the money and people will come watch it, they're just focused on getting it out. And I think for a lot of people, that's what's been going on in SSO as well. Obviously, they want the horses and the clothes and everything. Questline and storyline is a major part of the selling point for this game. Anyways, I'm recording this pretty late at night, so I'm pretty tired and my throat is sore from all the talking. I don't know why. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know any of your reviews about SSO, good or bad, down in the comments. We can talk about it. Really hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye!